Test, test, mic 1 2 3, 1 2 3. Please let me know in the chat how you sound. Hello once again everybody from the Bradford West Goldenberry Arena. It's do or die tonight for both teams. Game 5 of round 2 of the Russell Cup playoffs. The Bradford Rattlers taking on the Ville Pirates, and the story of this season has been the road team winning every single game in this series. Last night, the Bradford Rattlers walked into Ville in front of 700 raucous Ville fans, upsetting them 5-1. So here we are, Game 5 in Bradford. Alexei Mashkov taking the face-off for Bradford, and here we go. Face-off taken off by Peters, and an early shot there is turned aside by Trevor Babin. Goaltenders for tonight have been the exact same throughout this entire playoff round. Jean-Mathieu Ouellette for Ville, Trevor Babin for Bradford. Scrum continues where Ivan Radetsky can play it off to the handle of number 7 coming back for the Bradford Rattlers is Kyron Carroll. He's back to the Rattlers here tonight. Puck handled off by Ville, and they will start back out. Puck out of the reach of him. Terrence McLean laid it back over. Ivan Radetsky takes it back over for Bradford. And his drive couldn't get through the bodies of Levesque. LaChapelle throwing it back down. Martiska takes a pass over there from Talipov, and he sends it back in. Alex Montreal trying to lay a pass there, head off there on the knee, and a penalty is coming to Liam Sweeney. So 54 seconds into this period, we have our first penalty. It goes to Bradford's Liam Sweeney. Tripping, I believe the call was, so Ville gets their first power play, and it's early. Face-off won by the Pirates. Montreal laid it back over, out of the reach of Martiska. Karen takes it right on back. Ville tries to start off, it's Gevins. Laying a pass back down over. Karen finding his man at the point there, going rink wide back down to Peters. Peters now waits, takes the shot, and Babin got on the side of the glove. Puck taken back over by the Pirates. They try to work a zone going. Montreal takes it on back to Karen. Karen has Evans in front there. Can't find him there. Martiska had trouble getting that one out. Neal's there to defend, and a drive off the stick of Martiska, and he's feeling all that. Try to work it back that low. Centering that one in front there, out of the reach, and the net has dislodged. LaChapelle against Romanelli in the draw. Lemieux takes it back over to Levesque. Levesque now waits, getting it towards the net, and Babin got it aside with the blocker, turning it carefully aside to the play of Lemieux, and getting it back over to Bloom. Bloom found Bellarose with it. Bellarose can't get anything going, has it back, gains it with a chip shot in front there, goes wide of Babin. Bloom takes it on back, try to work it back to the point, took it off by LaChapelle, and out of the stick of Levesque, getting it back over to Lemieux. Try to get a one-time shot there, and Babin got on the side of the pad. Took it on back, played off by Levesque. Trying to get something going, but Andy Romani has a chance. Breakaway, but the goaltender Ouellette comes back out to play it, but intercepted by Romani on the boards. Trying to work it back over the point is Cameron Nealon, but it's out of reach of him. And out comes Ville LaChapelle. Captain of the Pirates got over back to Bloom. Bloom now goes behind, trying to get a cycle going, pressure off. McLean lost his stick on the trimming of the boards. LaChapelle blocked off Cameron Nealon, and just making a smart play to get it right back down the length of the ice and killing more time off this penalty. Justin Lemieux works it back over, out of the reach of a Pirate. And Carroll tried to get it. Clearing attempt got as far as center, but it was played with a high stick, so face-off coming back into Ville territory. Radetsky taking the face-off of the Rattlers. Miskiven for Grill work the points. 4 seconds to go on the penalty to Liam Sweeney. We're back to 5-on-5 momentarily, and out he comes. Ville Marie laying it back over to Lemieux. Out of the reach of his man, and fresh in the box is Liam Sweeney to work a pass back down low and into the handle of Ville. Ville Marie is going to work back over. Lemieux on the half boards, trying to make a pass over there to his man and took it back off by number 24 for Ville Marie. Justin Lemieux walks over the zone, takes a shot, and it's easily handled aside by goaltender Babin. 16:38, time remaining. 0-0 is the score. Road team has won every single game in this series. Caron won the draw, took it right back over there. Bellarosa drive, and it's up and over the netting. Captain of the Ville Marie Pirates had a great chance to goal, but it was deflected up aside. Off a Rattler, the referee says the faceoff stays back in the zone. Faceoff won by the Rattlers. Adam Brisky won it. Ville Marie is going to go back in their own zone, try to start back up. Puck with a cross, and it's on the stick of Levesque. Carefully works it back down. Babin comes out of his net to play it behind. Back into pass there. Out of reach of Martiska. Trying to get in. Babin is out of his net with a big rebound and a chance there. Was worked aside. Babin had to be careful on that attempt. Puck worked back to the point. It's Levesque. Just keeping it in back to Bellarose. Bellarose now wait. Drives it to the net. Deflected shot save. Rebound and Babin got him again. Brisky couldn't clear it. Got as far as the blue line. Peters rushes in to help. And then it's finally cleared back over by Adam Brisky. Into the handle and a big hit by Andy Romani. Montreal felt all that. Hit by Andy Romani. Ville Marie. LaChapelle working it back over. Getting in front of the Pirates, but Bloom just went back offside. And Karen and Carroll have a little exchange there. Matthew Tozer to take the face-off against 21, captain of the Ville Marie Pirates, Cedric LaChapelle. Bloom now waved back in. Terrence McLean, captain of the Rattlers as well. Looking for real estate up front, finds the rink-wide pass over there out of the reach of Matthew Barrett, and Tozer picks it back up for Radeski heading to the net. Couldn't get anything going there, pardon me, that was Kaspikov. Terrence McLean keeping it, clearing attempt, got as far as the red line. McLean sends it right back in, and getting towards it first is Matthew Tozer. Tozer hauled down, no call on the play, working it back over, intercepted there by Bloom, and up comes Ville Marie once more. They try to make a dancing move there, was Karen out of reach of him, and Levesque takes it on back, clearing attempt as far as center, and Bloom gets it on back over to LaBelle. Trevor Babin likes to play that puck, leaves it over to Carroll. Kyron Carroll, back to Hampus Fagro. Fagro got over back, chipped off by Lucan, and Sweeney will work it back down low, handled off by Yolette, working it on back there, and Levesque got pressured off by Neal at the last moment. Levesque now is going to start back over for Ville Marie, working a pass out of reach there of Bellarose, getting on back there is Sweeney, he was hit off, Bissonette comes in there to rush. Lucan handling over, Muskivinen, Sweeney, hit off at the last moment there by Karen, and he'll start it back over now for Ville Marie. As a man heading to the net now, it's Bissonette. Working a shot in front there, and it's easily turned aside by goaltender Trevor Babin. So whoever wins this game goes on to the division final to play the Almeguin Spartans. Mashkov taking the face-off for Bradford. Puck scramble off the tie-up, and Mashkov working it back over out of reach of Talipov. Working it back now is Peters in front there, and no Pirate could get a stick on it. But it's on the stick of Mitsiones. Trying to get a shot there, but it was blocked over by Levesque, I believe. Mashkov getting it back over to Radetzky, out of the reach of Mitsiones, and thus allowing Ville Marie trying to start back up on their breakout. They're having trouble here. Bradford's applying great forechecking. Out comes Ville Marie, out of the reach of Bellarose, but he chips her on back out of the reach of Givens. Martiska lost it behind his own goal. Bellarose trying to work a cycle going. Out of reach of Peters, got to the point. Levecka drive, and it was blocked by his own man, Givens, I believe. Bellarose now works it back in, pass out of reach of him, taken off by Ramil Talipov, and a good chance there was out of the reach of Peters. Bring it back to the point is Levecka drive, deflected on the way, big rebound up front, they got to clear it out, and Radiska does. Radetsky, he has it now, out of the reach of him, blocked over by Radetsky, and now Ville Marie starts back up, and a whistle. And the referee notifying too many men on the ice penalty. Alex Peters be the one serving the bench minor. So 13:01. Time remaining in the first period, and now Bradford will get their first opportunity on the power play. It's Nealon, back over to Sweeney, back to Carroll. Sweeney now takes it back on the half bar. It's intercepted there just momentarily, and Carroll lifts a saucer pass off the glass and handled by the Rattlers captain McLean. Evgeny Lukin has a man Sweeney on the half boards, won't use him here. Looking back over to Sweeney, he has it now. Liam Sweeney, his shot got turned aside by Yolette, and no further play coming from that. Both units staying on for both teams, penalty killing and power play. Carroll back over the draw, got it back over to McLean. McLean tried to work it back over to Nealon. He has Lucan heading with him. Lucan tried to work a pass over there, but it's easily kept aside there by Carroll, and he lofts it back in over to Nealon. Nealon got it back over to Sweeney to Carroll. His drive was high and handled the glove of Yolette. .24, time remaining on the Rattlers power play. Face off one off by the Pirates. They try to get something going. Back down low is Mitsiones. Working on back on reach of Fagrel, and Talipov just going to keep his own. Got as far as center. And now Radetsky will skate it on back. Out of reach of Maskov. Levesque takes it right back in. Clears it down the length of the ice, and that'll allow Trevor Babin to take it out of his net and start back out. Rattlers Talipov brings it back over to Mashkov. Mashkov is a man with him. It's Fagrel, and Radetsky comes in to help. Puck took it back off, and a chance now for Ville Marie. Coming on a breakaway, short-handed in. Save made by Babin, but a penalty is coming to Ramil Talipov. Karen found himself all alone in front, but a good defensive play by Ramil Talipov, hitting the wrist of his man Karen to allow the puck to just escape away from him just momentarily. Now 4-on-4 hockey coming up in 46 seconds. Pirates have themselves a power play. Second of the game will be for them. Carroll now takes it on back, has a man McLean with him, starts behind his net, and now slowly skates it back over to Lucan, chips it away as far as center, and now is Nealon working on hard, trying to work it back over, but Levesque was there to intercept that one and laying it back over now is LaChapelle. Pardon me, it's Bellarose. Bellarose working it back over to the shot there, and it's easily handled aside by goaltender Babin. Justin Lemieux against Cameron Nealon on the face-off. 4-on-4 hockey still. So both players being waved out. Evgeny Lukin comes in on Alex Montreal. Heads in for Ville Marie. Face-off taken by Montreal. Working it back as Bellarose will drive off the glove, and rebound. Lemieux has it. Babin's out of his net there and working it back over. Rebound in front, and Bellarose couldn't get it as it was deflected off. Carroll up and out of play. Radetsky against Givens. Taken off by Fagrell, working it back over to the rink wide pass. There's Martiska, and Sweeney will now take it off and dump it right back in. Gillette gets out of his net, plays it on back to the corner. 67 is going to take it back over for Ville Murray. Power play now to Ville Murray. Penalty to them has expired. Peters comes out of the box. Karen, Givens, working it back over to Peters. Peters pressured up by Radetzky. Peters keeping it momentarily, and Ville Murray keeping pressure alive on this 1 minute power play. Lane Sweeney takes it on back. Great defensive play there by Givens. Working it back to the slot, and Martiska is going to clear the zone with 50 seconds remaining on the Ville Murray power play. Ville Murray starting back up their own zone. It's Giesner. Trying to work it back on a backhand pass out of the reach of Givens, and so Terrence McLean will loft it back in from his own zone on goal and flexed away carefully into the corner there by Gillette. It's Lemieux now. Justin Lemieux works his zone, has Peters heading to the net, gives him there in front there, and Babin met him with the pad. And out comes Carroll with Mitsionis and Nealon 3-on-2 if they hurry, shorthanded. Working it past, big rebound for Nealon in front, another rebound there, but it's easily handled aside by Gillette, and out comes Lemieux. Justin Lemieux has a man with him, tripped up, no call. Carroll now takes it back to the point as Levesque. Levesque working in front, big rebound in front there, oh, and what a save made by Trevor Babin. Working Levesque on the point, Babin's out of stick, made the save, makes another one too, and McLean trying to clear it back out, and he does just as far center, and Levesque has got to start back over now for Ville Murray. Puck lofted back down the length of the ice, and so after all of that, icing is the call. So 9:29 time remaining in period number 1. It's been a goaltender's duel here. 0-0 is the score here in Game 5. Lembros pressured off. Peters now takes it back over. Pardon me, it's Justin Lemieux. Lemieux has a man heading to the net. Lemieux now works the cycle back down low. Pressured off by Fagrell. Lost it momentarily, but getting it on back and working it back to the corner. Pressured off by 2 Rattlers. That was Sweeney and Fagrell. Adam Brisky hit off there effectively. Standing up though and working it back down low is Bellerose, and getting it is captain. Pardon me, it's Hampus Fagrell. Kosanowski got as far as center. Ville Murray looking to start back over, but he's pressured off by Adam Brisky. And so Ville Murray having a problem. He's kidding it out. Now it's Romani. His drive was blocked at the last moment there by Montreal. LaChapelle gains his zone off of Ville Murray. Working it back in. Handled off by Trevor Babin. Laying it back over to him as Talipov. Ramil Talipov. Rysanowski rubs off his man effectively. That was Montreal. Puck lofted back in. Karen heads to it, but Muskivinen beats him there. Muskivinen laying it back over to Talipov, working it back out of the reach of Ivan Radetzky, clearing attempt as far center as Levesque working it on back now to number 51. Puck lofted back in. Babin carefully playing it back over to Talipov, works it rink wide out of the reach of Ivan Radetzky. Icing waved off as Grindner taking on back to Ville Murray. Radetzky brought it in, but Mashkov brought it right out of the zone, and so offside is the call. Mashkov lost a draw. Peters takes it on back, getting back over to Givens. Givens got it over now to Bellerose. Bellerose now working through the goal, can't get anything going. Bellerose got it and deflected into the glove of Trevor Babin. Nicholas Bellerose in the regular season played 37 games, 38 goals, 86 points. Leading scorer for this Ville Murray Pirates team in the regular season. Work it back over, and Peters trying to get a deflection there, couldn't do it. Montreal took it over back, and Lucan has a man, Sweeney, heading to the goal. Nicholas Bellerose has Peters with him, took it off by Cameron Nealon, Fitting on the clearing attempt, got it back over to Lambrose, right back in front of the goal, and it was stopped by Trevor Babin. Looks like Alex Peters was slow to get up on his feet. Seems to be all right as he's talking back and forth with Kyrie Carroll. Lemieux take the draw against Nealon. Lemieux won it. Tried to work it back over, but it's blocked by the stick of Lucan. Getting back over to him is Nealon intercepting that pass, and thus Liam Swinney sitting down the length of the ice. And so icing will result on that play. Lemieux once again taking the face-off against Cameron Nealon for the Rattlers. Rattlers from the draw. Skivinen taking it on back there. Skivinen try to keep the zone, couldn't do it, lofts it back in behind the net to Lillette. Levesque plays it on back over. Half-boards battle there continued as it got worked over back as Ruslan Muskivinen will skate it back over now for the Rattlers. Finding his man Swinney, decked over from behind, and a 2-on-1 with Lucan. Brisky and Lucan can't get anything happening there, but Liam Swinney hit off along the half-boards, and so a penalty coming up to the Ville Marie Pirates. Pierre-Sebastian Grani heading off for Ville Marie. Hitting from behind was the call. Only a 2-minute penalty, however, so the Rattlers will get their second power play opportunity of this game. It's Mashkov on the face-off. Got back over to Fagrel, back over to Talipov. Ramil Talipov getting it back over, now to Radetsky. Back over to Mitsionis. His drive was turned aside by Ullette, the second one as well. Ramil Talipov rubs back in to help the Rattlers out down low. Ivan Radetsky manning the point, got back over half-boards to Mitsionis. His drive was carefully handled by the glove of Jean-Mathieu Ullette. This power play unit getting some good looks here early on their power play. 1:41 remaining in the power play of the Rattlers, 6:13 in the period. Fagrel pinch it back over. Now Radetsky getting on back to Talipov. His drive was worked aside and deflected up and over the net. But keeping alive now is Mitsionis. Mitsionis now working back to the slot. Getting back over to Talipov. Back over to Radetsky. Radetsky finding Talipov. Talipov working it back to the goal off a man in front there. Levesque got back over to Lemieux. And he sends it back down the length of the ice for Trevor Babin. Is going to handle that one. And leaving it back over now to Radetsky. Ivan Radetsky moves and tripped back up. But no call there on the tripping by Karen. Mitsionis fake the drop pass, try to get a man over there. Working it back now over as Mashkov, and he lost it momentarily and sending it back down the length of the ice and hitting his man Lemieux in the corner from behind. Referee never saw it. Lots of action here on this power play for Bradford. Ramil Talipov almost got stood up. Dasha hit by Lemieux, working it back to the front there. Rebound for Talipov. Getting back over to Nealon. His drive was deflected up and high and blocker punched away there by Ullette. McLean, his shot deflected and just went wide. Talipov spins it in front there. And the net has dislodged. My goodness, what a chance there for the Bradford Rattlers to get the first goal of this game, which would be oh so important. Here, this do-or-die situation for both clubs. Again, the winner of this game will go to Almeguin to play the Almeguin Spartans in the best 4 out of 7 series to determine who will go to the Russell Cup final. Carroll blocks a clearing attempt, Power play has 28 seconds to go on it. Sweeney lofting it towards the goal, but it's taken off by the captain, LaChapelle. LaChapelle working on goal. Babin gloved it aside, but Peters heading towards the net. So Trevor Babin decides to cover the puck with 18 seconds to go on the power play for Bradford and 4:51 to go in the first period. The score, Ville Marie Pirates 0, Bradford Rattlers 0. Series tied, 2 games apiece. Again, winner of this game will move on to play Omegwin. Mashkov winning the face-off. Terrence McLean sauces a pass up and high, right back to the center ice zone, taken off by Mitsiones, and now Radetsky will start back off. Intercepted there at the last moment there by Bellarose. Bellarose again, Pirates leading scorer. Mitsiones now, pardon me, Radetsky, hit off by Peters. Power play over for Bradford, they're 0 for 2. Peters got it back over out of the stick of Mitsiones, and Peters starts on back, rubbed off by a hip check there by Carroll. Mitsiones now, as Lucan with a Mitsiones shot it there, no stop. Clearing attempt got as far as center, Yolette punching it on back, and Givens trying to start back over for Ville Marie. Get it back over to it's Nicholas Bellarose, fighting his man Givens offside, but getting it on back now is Carroll fighting Mashkov. Mashkov now made a move, nice one, lost the handle just at the nick of time. That would have been dangerous. A drive from the point and a broken stick for the Rattler defender. Alex Montreal starts back over out of the reach there of Bloom. Gyron takes it on back out of the reach. Ville Marie Pirate, and so Babin will play it back over and back to Muskivinen. 3:20 to go in this first period. Andy Romani flipping it back down over. Icing is the call. Cedric LaChapelle against Andy Romani on the face-off in front of Trevor Babin. Cameron Nealon comes in to help, swaps it on back over, and Nealon will start back over, dumping it back in. Levesque has to get in there to help him out. Nealon hauled down, no call. Getting it back over to him was Bloom. Bloom starts back over with LaChapelle with him on the far side. Working it back down low is Bloom. Getting it on back now on Armani, hitting off his man, and LaChapelle doing the same thing to Hampus Fagrell. Bloom working a shot there, but it was blocked at last moment there by Muskivinen. Karen working it back over to him. He was hit off. Working it back to the front there, and it's out of the reach right through the net mouth scramble there. But no Pirate was there in the slot to take it back over, so Ville Marie will now have it from their own zone and look to start off on their breakout. Romani pressured off Hards. Half-board battle continues with LaChapelle laying it back over to him. Now it's Karen. Karen now waits, tried it back over. Working his way in front there, but good defensive play by Muskivinen, breaking off the 2-on-1 attempt there from Ville Marie. Caron goes behind his own net, looking for real estate up front. He has Lemieux in the high slot. Caron, bank pass out of the reach of the Ville Marie Pirates, but now Carroll takes it on back. Off the boards, got it back as far as center. Tozer couldn't get it there, but now he's racing for the puck there against Karen. Carroll flipping the puck to the reach there of Jean-Mathieu Yolette. Big hit there by Matthew Tozer in the Ville Marie zone. Laying down his man Gironi. Puck was touched to the high stick, and so a face-off coming with 1:36 to go in period number 1. Score is even, 0-0 here in game 5. Ville Marie starting back from their own zone. A couple short passes to try to find real estate, try to get the Rattlers spread out so Ville Marie can find more space to get open on their breakouts. Having trouble here as Radetsky trying to work it back over, taken off by Justin Lemieux. Lemieux now gains zone, trying to get around Machkov, couldn't do it, but he got around momentarily, but picked on back over by Mitsiones. Made a move just off the stick there of Levesque. Talipov trying to pinch into the zone. Levesque taking it on back from Lemieux. Last minute play in the first period. Icing waved off. Martiska fading on the clearing attempt. Bloom has it now. Bloom now waits, working it back over to the front. Down is Peters. Peters lofting it back in there. Martiska can play it on back to the stick out of the reach of Radetsky, and got as far as center as Garnier. Takes a backhand pass out of the reach of Radetsky. But Carroll can take it on back there, trying to lift it back over, but it's taken off by Peters, and Mashkov once again taking it back over. Took it off by Lembros, and now Ramil back again. Goaltender Babin back over to Carroll. Carroll, no-look pass back over to McLean, finds him there. Glass pass out of the reach of him, but Brisky takes it on back over to Nealon. Nealon took a pass over there from Amani. Lukin goes in to go after Ullette. Cameron Nealon work it back over 2 minutes off the stick of Evgeny Lukin and into the glove of Jean-Mathieu Ullette with 7.9 seconds to go in period number 1. Cameron Nealon taking the face-off from Bradford, lost it momentarily. Carroll tried to keep the zone, he did there. Carroll just out of the reach of him, and just went out of the blue line, so offside is the call once again. Carroll and Peters exchanging words back down low. But with 2 seconds to go, and it looked like both teams will head back for the second period, tied up at 0. So the puck is dropped, sent back in on goal by Ullette. So the first period comes to a close, and you would expect the score from these two teams. 0-0 at the end of the first. Nick Stella with you will be back for a second period of action momentarily. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to second period of play. Here between the Bradford Rattlers and the visiting Ville Pirates. Starting the second period, score 0-0. Givens on the face-off, lost it momentarily, but Montreal takes it on back. Carroll lost it, gained it back over. Bellarose couldn't get a thing going there, but it's on the stick of Montreal once again. Off back over off the stick of Cameron Nealon, but offside is called. Cameron Nealon taking the face off for Bradford, lost it, but Peters got a shot away, but it got rung wide of Trevor Babin. Gron made a ring wide pass over there, out of the reach of him. Getting back over to his Bellarose, out of the reach of Carroll. He chipped it on back down to the play of Sweeney. Sweeney tried to work it back over to Nealon. It's Liam Sweeney. Taken off by Givens again. Took it back over by Bellarose, and getting it back over him, he takes it on back over out of the reach of Levesque once more. And taking on back as Givens, crotched off by Liam Sweeney. Needs to get back on side though. Carroll tried to get it back over to Sweeney, but he was hit at the last moment. Out comes Peters going on back to Bellarose. Bellarose now waits. Pressure off by Musgiven, and trying to work it back over free now, and Sweeney try to chip it back out of reach of Lemieux. Takes it on back, getting back over to Givens. Givens now made a move around Martiska, now McLean. Levesque working a pass to the stick of Justin Lemieux, and offside is called. Just about 2 minutes taken off this period. Getting a chance out right in front there, and just easily handled aside there by Yolette. Ivan Radetsky had a great chance to score. Taking the face off, lost it momentarily. Mitsionis takes it on back. Working it back over the point now is Talipov. Trying to get a shot over free there, but Mashkov wasn't there to get the deflection. But Muskivinen playing it on back over. Taken off by the Rattlers, and they try to get something going. Puck taken by Radetsky. Radetsky battling on with Mashkov. Working it back in free in the corner now, and it's brought back over for the pass that can be handed over by Paquin. And behind the net goes Levesque. Taken off by Missionis once more. Work back to the point. Martiska has the lane. He worked it to the front there, and that's deflected by Radetsky and up and out of play. So Bradford getting all the chances here early. In the second period, Muskivinen and Fagrell will man the blue line for Bradford on the sequence. Risky, take the face off, lost it momentarily, gained it on back. Wazowski working it back on the wraparound try, but he couldn't get anything going there. Yolette met him at the pad. Caron crushed off, but Levesque getting it on back. Bellarose with a man Bloom heading to net there. Couldn't use him here, poke checked away, and Bradford starting on back against Adam Brisky. Brisky now working it back. Muskivinen lost an edge, played it effectively back down low to the center position of Romani, and he finds his man, Rosensky. Oscar Rosensky working it back to Andy Romani, but it's off the stick of him and wide. Puck taken over off the deflection by Yolette. Bloom working back over to Montreal. Taken on back by Fagrell. Working it on back in a glaring attempt, getting as far as center and handling it is Grani with a chance here for Ville. Puck flown back in. Babin laid back over to Fagrell, out of the reach of Andy Romani. Pressured off by him at the point now, and Ville starting back up with a drive. Big rebound in front, scores! After one end of the ice, the Bradford Rattlers were all over Ville and bad communication back down low, costing the Bradford Rattlers the first goal of the game. It's 1-0 Ville. Bradford needs a response. They need one fast if they want to stay alive. It's Carroll taking it on back off the glass over to Cameron Nealon, working it on back, but Levesque taking it on back through him. Now Bellarose working a pass in deep. Fresh from the benches, Peters working a shot in front there. He couldn't get anything going there. Peters now working it onto the corner, taken off by Bellarose. He gets it on back. Bellarose working it to the front there, but no one was there except Terrence McLean. Player attempt failed. Levesque blocked aside over by Babin. Terrence McLean rubs his man off. Cameron Nealon flips it on it back, but Levesque keeping the line just momentarily, but Sweetie comes out over for Bradford as Lucan heading to the net. Liam Sweetie rubbing it across, big rebound, they score! Evgeny Lucan tying the game for Bradford. It's 1-1. Great play by Liam Sweeney, working on back to the front of the net where Yevgeny Lukin, who has done this 31 times in the regular season, has got himself another goal. And this game is all tied up at 1. Face off, took it back by Radetsky. Missionis goes to rush in after it. Mashkov is there to help. Levesque had trouble playing that one. Alex Lemieux working on back over free and out of the reach of Kuhn. And icing is going to be the call against Ville. 15:40. Time remaining in period number 2. All tied up once again. 1-1 is the score. Mashkov on the face-off against Alex Lemieux. Mashkov winning that to Radetsky. A drive by Talipov, deflected on the way. You'll bobbled that one. Rebound and chance there, getting taken off by Mashkov. Right down low in front there, and Mitsionis had a great chance to score, but it was knocked away by the good defensive play by Alex Lemieux. Working it on back there and getting a stick in the face of the Ville Pirate. So a penalty, I believe, will be coming up. Lots of arguing back and forth between these two competitive teams. We're going to leave it all on the line tonight. I believe no penalties are going to be handed out, so we're still going to continue 5-on-5 with 15:23 to go in the middle period. Rattlers just tied it up. It's 1-1. Levesque takes a pass low from his defense partner. And the puck creamed out off the stick of Matthew Tozer, I believe. Up and out of play, face off the Cub into Bradford territory. Levesque off the face-off, got it quickly back over to Bloom, and now Levesque. Pardon me, LaChapelle goes in to rush for it. Romani along the half boards, working it back over off the glass to Tozer. Tozer momentarily getting it back over to to Radetsky. Radetsky now flips it back in. Pardon me, that was Kazbekov. Tozer rubbed off there by Levesque. Puck worked back over there, out of reach of Martiska. Icing waved off. Terrence McLean will take it from his own zone, go behind Trevor Babin in his own net to start back up. He skates it off the stick of Ville Pirate. Icing waved off. Cameron Nealon going after Yolette there. Played back over to Romani. Big rebound in front. Nealon stopped by Yolette. Big chance for Bradford. Carroll catching the clearing attempt. Trying to work it back down low. Rebound in front there. Gets wide of Yolette. Radetsky now. Get it back over to Carroll. Carroll now shoots it low and it's deflected by Romani. Up and out of play. Action starting to pick up here in the second period. Someone off the stick of a Rattler player, so faceoff comes just outside the Ville zone. Top line unit out for Ville. Bellarose couldn't get the clearing attempt, but it gets played back over there by John. Trying to work it free, but he's tucked off by Romani. Cardinal Sweeney working it back in front there for Lucan, but it's Cameron Nealon. McLean working it back over free, but it got taken back over the play of Montreal as a man Bellarose heading to the net. Pressured off by Lucan. Lucan trying to find his man Sweeney on a breakaway. Offside waved off. Caron takes it on back, out of the reach of Peters. Took it back over by Carroll. Carroll now gains zone for Bradford, rushing with it. Made a nice move. Carroll with Nealon. Oh, he just sent it wide of the net. Nealon now working it back over free, but no Rattler was there to take it off, except the Ville Pirate was Bellarose. Bringing it back over for Nealon. Has Sweeney heading to the net. Nealon missing wide, out of the reach of Sweeney. Out comes Ville. 2-on-2 if they hurry. 3-on-2 now. Ville trying to get a pass back down low, working it back to the front there, but nothing can happen there. Took it back over. Cameron Nealon starts back over with Liam Sweeney. Cameron Nealon slows down, made a move, made another nice move. Cameron Nealon still has it. Nealon back out of reach of Sweeney. Miskiven has to get there first, and he does there. Miskiven laying it back over there for the reach of Evgeny Lukin. Rubbed off by him. Took it back by Hampus Fagrell. Shoots it on goal, and it was blocked there by Noah Yolette. Peters pressure off momentarily, made a dangerous move right in the defensive zone, but it worked effectively for him as Lemieux working it on back, and immediately taking on back over there are the Rattlers. It's Radetsky, made a move, has Mitsionis heading to the net. Radetsky now waits. Radetsky finding his man at the point now. A drive from the point there, got started to side end. Mashkov now takes it on back to Mitsionis, now Radetsky. Radetsky waits. Flipping it towards the goal, out of reach of anyone there, but now it's Ville trying to start back up, and they do just that. But it's on the goal of Trevor Babin, who covers and holds for a face-off. Nearing the halfway mark of period number 2, 12:07 to go. The score is 1-1. Montreal taking it. Rubbing on back. Talapov now taking on back. Out of reach of Romani. Oscar Rezanowski. Brisky hitting off his man. Now to the play of Captain Cedric Lachapelle. Now back over to Bloom. Bloom has Caron heading to the high slot. Out of the reach of him. Getting it back over to him was Lachapelle. Yolette will come out of his own net to play it on back. The return feed is Brisky, throwing it on goal, and it's deflected carefully aside over by Yolette. Bloom taking on back for Ville has Caron with him. Bloom now throwing it on goal and caught by Trevor Babin. 11-11. Time remaining in this period. Givens won the draw to play of Peters, and it's off the mask of Trevor Babin. And Sweeney tries to play it back over, but he's hit off effectively on the half boards. Terrence McLean up and out of play. Face-off staying inside the zone. Nealon. Face-off against Givens. Nealon won that one. McLean sends it off the glass. Got as far as center. And Levesque takes it right back in. Givens. Trying to find his man Peters on the pass. Couldn't do it, but McLean takes it right back in. Out of the reach of anyone there, but Liam Sweeney rushing his man Levesque into the corner. Karen. Working it back over free, but Sweeney got it momentarily in the high slot, but it got worked over from him. And out comes Ville starting back over on their interception. Getting on back is LaChapelle. Pardon me, that's Bellarose. Bellarose looking to start up. Try to work it on the backhand in front there, but a clearing attempt gets successfully done. Icing is waved off. Kyron. Lucan in front there, but it was turned aside by Yolette on a good chance to goal. Kept alive by Muskivin. Muskivin now. Try to work it back in free. Out of the reach of anyone there, but Sweeney and Brisky work together to try to get it back down. And Hampus Fagrell slapping it down the length of the ice. Icing is waved off. Ville Marie starting back to their own zone. It's Lemieux finding Paquette. Off by Hampus Fagrell. Missionis can't clear the zone. Mashkov comes in to help. Mashkov is sent to the ground. Out comes Radetsky. Missionis heads to the net. Back to Missionis. Out of the reach of him. Had a chance here, but he's drawn a penalty. So Ville Marie heading to the penalty box. Hooking, I believe, would be the call. So the third time in this game, Bradford goes on the power play. This power play brought to you by Krabby Joe's Tap and Grill. So as what Joe Todd would say, hooking illegal on and off the ice. Mashkov, first power play unit starting for the Rattlers. Mitsionis hovering his man Levesque effectively. Took off by Talipov on the point, has Radetsky on the other side. Talipov to the goal, and it was stopped by Yolette. So 9 seconds, shaved off the power play. Michael LaChapelle comes back on to the two LaChapelles. Out now, Cedric and Alex. That's Levesque. Working it back in free, got chipped alive on the point there, but Fagrell gets it back down low. Getting back to his Mitsionis. Mitsionis getting back over to Talipov. Back to Radetsky. His drive was blocked momentarily by LaChapelle momentarily. And Michael LaChapelle is feeling all of that Ramil Talipov shot. And he is in some discomfort. So 1:33, time remaining, and the power play for Bradford. Cameron Nealon lost the draw to LaChapelle. Liam Sweeney hustling and hard. Pirates can't break out. They have an opportunity here. They do it. Got as far as the blue line. Great keep in by Carroll. Carroll got it back over to Nealon. Nealon behind the goal is Sweeney. Has him here. Sweeney now. Back over to Nealon. Nealon working it to the front there out of the reach of Lucan, and getting the play now is number 38 for the Ville Marie Pirates, and he'll skate back out, 39. Michael Givens. Cameron Nealon takes it on back. Evgeny Lucan. Lucan gains his zone, waits, holds, looks for McLean in front, uses him here. Terrence McLean, captain, working it back to the goal, deflected on the way, and it gets rung wide of the glass. Bissonette, rubbed off. Nealon comes in. Sweeney and Lucan bring it on back. It's Carroll. Carroll back over to McLean. McLean a drive, blocked, rebound in front there, and it gets wide with a net mouth scramble. Nealon couldn't put enough on it to get it back over to Radetsky. Out of the reach of him, and a 2-on-1 if they hurry. Pirates gain the zone, made a nice move in front. Babin stopped it with a big rebound. Getting cleared off by Terrence McLean. Carroll finding his man Sweeney. Sweeney pressured off by Levesque. Half-court battle continues. Nealon punching it free, back to Talipov. Talipov back over to Nealon. Cameron, Nealon back to Talipov, working on back. Penalty is over. 5-on-5. A drive was turned aside by Yolette on Talipov. Talipov working back over to Sweeney. Radetsky was all alone in front of the net. Couldn't get him here. Radetsky keeps it on back. Pressured off by Lemieux. And now Grenier once more. But Radetsky comes in to help, but Justin Lemieux takes it back over from Ville Marie. Puck thrown back into the play of Trevor Babin. 7 minutes to go in the second period. 1-1 to score. Ramil Talipov finding Mitsionis. Mitsionis has some room here. Uses it here. Shoots it on goal, and Yolette stopped him. Puck kept alive by Talipov. Banking it on to head over to Mashkov. Out of the reach of him and thrown back down the length of the ice. Icing waved off. Trevor Babin back skates that one back over to Radetsky. Out of the reach of him, kept alive by Ville Marie. Peters working into the goal. Out of the reach of Levesque. Ramel Talipov working it on free. Out of the reach of his man Vaughn. And Talipov starts off back. Merrick Martiska back over to Mashkov. Took it off by the Ville Marie Pirates once more. And so Bellarose will rush his man Martiska to the puck, where Martiska slapping down the length of the ice. No Rattler there, so icing is a call, but waved off. Puck slowed down just enough. Icing has been waved off. Now comes Ville Marie. It's Peters. As Bellarose heading to the net, shot off the inside of the post. Bellarose turns and fires, and it was blocked there at the last moment. Race to the puck. Gillette playing it out of the reach of Oscar Rizanowski. Played off over to him, but Terrence McLean will throw it right back in. Riley's need to get onside. It's Levesque. Behind his own goal, got away from Andy Roman. He got it away from Oscar Rizanowski as well. Bloom now. As LaChapelle heading to the goal. Blocked over in front. A centering pass got out of the reach of LaChapelle. And out comes Bradford on the attack. It's Oscar Rizanowski, and Andy Romani just went offside, and a hit into the face of Clark. Tons of pushing and shoving right here. And Karen is cut. He's bleeding. The referees are going to go over what just transpired in front of us, so they might be handing out a penalty, they might not. So again, the winner of this game will go on to play the Almaguin Spartans in the Northern Division final. And the winner of that series will either play St. George Ravens or the Niagara Whalers. Looks like they have everything all sorted out, so we will begin playing momentarily. 5:10 is time remaining in period number 2. The score is 1-1. So for Bradford, Andy Romani sitting on the penalty box, as well as number 27 from the Ville Marie Pirates, Samuel Cairn. Pardon me, he has the initial penalty up on the scoreboard, but he's obviously cut up, getting some repairs, so serving the penalty. It's number 10, Alexis Dugray. Now the ice screw is going to come out to clean off all the blood left off by Karen. So the referee talking to head coach Rick Jackman, saying that the play will continue to be 5-on-5. Ice crew working hard to try to get all the dirty ice up and out of the ice surface. So I don't think anyone wants to see that. We'd like to thank all 230 viewers tuning into tonight's game between Ville and Bradford. Again, the winner of this game will move on to play the Almegan Spartans in the North Division Final. So ice is cleaned up, it's about to get underway once more. Lemieux won the draw, getting back over to Levesque. Levesque now taking on to the play of Lemieux. Pardon me, 4-on-4 hockey. Lemieux rubbing off Carroll on the boards. Took it off. Back by McLean. Has a man with him. Out of the reach of Ivan Radetsky. Had a chance to break away right there. Out of reach of him. Terrence McLean. Has Carroll curling on back. Uses him here. Carroll. Rink wide. Chipping on back over to Mashkov. 2-on-1. Mashkov cutting to the goal. But a good defensive play was made by Levesque. 3-on-2 if they hurry. Phil Marie. Starting back in, Loftian on goal. Blocker decide carefully to the play of the corner. Now Alexei Mashkov rubbed off hard. Montreal taking on back over to Rusher. And back over, 2-1-1 if they hurry. LaChapelle out of the reach of Lemieux. Mashkov. His man with him is Radetsky. Mashkov working his way through here, out of the reach of him. And taken off by Ville as they will start back up with a chance here in front for Montreal, but it was out of the reach of him and pressured off by Marek Martiska and thrown back into the opposite corner where Carroll can rush after that one. LaChapelle, pardon me, Belarose, try to work a cycle going. Romani's there. Pardon me, Lucan. Cameron Nealon working off his man effectively, and out he comes. Cameron Nealon, good defensive play over there by Levesque to keep the play alive. Cameron Nealon starting back over now to Marek Martiska. Martiska has a man heading to the zone. It's Evgeny Lukin. Puck thrown in. 20 seconds remaining on the Coincidental Miners. Cameron Nealon goes behind the goal. Try to start something back up. Nealon. Get back over now. Martiska. His drive was knocked aside over by the stick of Levesque. Wrap around attempt now for Evgeny Lukin. And it was stopped by Yolette, and the net has dislodged. .316. Time remaining in period number 2. Score still even. 1-1 for Bradford and Ville. 6 seconds and we'll have 5-on-5 hockey. Missionis on the face-off. It's going to be taken back over by Martiska. His drive was stopped. Big rebound in front, but it's cleared back over by Belarose. Belarose getting the zone. Nice move. Puck cut back to Belarose. Working it back over to the front there, out of the reach of Peters. And now Sweeney. He couldn't get off the stick of Missionis. And working it back to the corner. Now Belarose turns and fires a shot there. It's blocked. Big rebound in front, but gets knocked aside with a good defensive play by Lieb Sweeney, breaking it down just as far as the length of the center ice line. And laid back over to him is Bloom. Bloom a drive, and it's caught and held by Trevor Babin. Michael Givens taking a face-off against Alexei Mashkov. Face-off won by Mashkov. McLean bring it back over. Radetsky trying to find Missionis. Couldn't do it. Took it back off by Givens. Pressure up by 2 Bradford Rattlers. Mashkov getting it back over to Radetsky. Has Missionis coming on the far side. Ivan Radetsky. As Missionis coming to the net. Uses him here to deflect it away from him. And now Levesque takes it on back as a man. With them now, it's Bloom and Karen. Bloom trying to work it back to the front, but Missionis takes it on back, and out Bradford comes. Missionis shoots, but it was blocked by Montreal. Bloom skating on back now for Ville. Pressure off by McLean. 2-on-1 if they hurt. Karen That's Bloom heading to the goal. Rebound in front. Good chance on the stop, but it's broken up by a good offensive play. Coming back was Cameron Nealon. Working it back. Gets to the play of Ivan Radetsky. Radetsky has a man cutting to the high slot. It's Cameron Nealon. Radetsky now uses his speed here. Waits, turns, and fires, and he just shot it over the net. Hampus Fagrell kept the zone alive. Does the same thing again along the half boards near the hash marks. Working it back to the front, but it's looking off by Radetsky. Trying to wrap it around, but it gets back to the point now. Lukin. Evgeny Lukin back to Hampus Fagrell. Works it to the front of the goal. And it's gloved aside by Jean-Mathieu Ouellette. Action picking up here. 1:21 to go in period number 2. 1-1 is the score. Series tied up at 2 games apiece. Here in this deciding. Game 5, winner goes on, loser goes home. Cameron Nealon on the face-off. Want it back over to Sweeney. Sweeney back to Talapov. His drive just missed the side of the net of Ouellette. Getting Luke on back. Sweeney takes it on back over to Nealon. Puck worked again. Ramel Talapov. Can't get anything going there. Kept alive just momentarily. And a nice defensive play by Marek Martiska to deny a 2-on-1 opportunity starting for Ville Marie. Ville Marie starting right back in, out of the reach of Bellarose. Talapov working it back over to the play of Givens. Has it again, working back to the point, kept the line. Walking has Bellarose heading to the high slot, uses him here, nice move, broken up by Cameron Nealon. He will start up, but he's tripped, and no call. That looked like a clear trip if I've ever seen one before. Working it back, but it's taken off by Marek Martiska once more. Great defensive play, and he shoots it into the rafters. So face-off stays on Bradford territory with 26 seconds to go in period number 2. Cameron Nealon taking the face-off against Michael Givens. Givens, native of France, worked it back to the point. A drive, and it's caught again and held by Trevor Babin. Matthew Tozer comes on. Andy Romani. Carol McLean. Oscar Rizanowski. Tozer on the face-off against Givens. Puck dropped, and they're going to redo it all. Bloom out there with Givens, Lemieux. Face-off 1. Lemieux taking it on back. Rizanowski pressures his man hard. Out of the reach of McLean. Rizanowski clearing attempt, got as far as the blue line, and working a shot over there was Levesque, but covered by goaltender Babin with 12.6 to go in period number 2. Nealon on the face-off again. Won it back over to McLean. McLean chips it back down, got as far as center with 5 seconds to go, and that should do it for period number 2, as Carroll's going to take it on back to end second period of play. The score heading into the final frame of regulation. The Rattlers won, the Pirates won. Nick Stella will be with you back for second period of play. Pardon me, third period of play. We'll be back with you. Alright, here we go. Third period of action. Here in this game, 5 do-or-die situation. Face-off is underway. Carroll loft the puck down the length of the ice. No icing. Puck got laid back over to him on the half boards, out of the reach of Cameron Nealon, and an easy shot can be handled by Trevor Babin. Mashkov against Givens. Faceoff took it ahead. Radetsky slapped down the length of the ice, so icing is the call. Mashkov and Givens taking the faceoff once more. Carroll getting rubbed off by Givens. Coming to help him is Mashkov. Puck taken by Radetsky. Radetsky found Mitsiones. Mitsiones lost it on the half ice, but gaining it right back over as Mashkov. He made a nice movement and he goes back down low with the puck. Mashkov tried to work it back to the front. Does it here, but it's taken off by Bellarose. And he'll start back over for the Ville Pirates. Puck lofted in and it's caught by goaltender Trevor Babin, and he'll cover it with 19:08 to go in this final frame of regulation. Tozer lost the draw, quick shot, turned aside by Babin. Raktiska hauled down in front of the net, no call there. Oscar Rizanowski got back over to just as far as the blue line as Bloom will lay it back in, and Babin will handle it once again, back over to Bloom once again. Tozer having trouble with them is Karen. Karen got back over to LaChapelle. Couldn't get anything going there, but now Matthew Tozer is going to skate it back over now for the Bradford Rattlers, getting as far. A nice chip pass to get his Andy Romani, and getting it back in are the Ville Pirates. It's Bloom. Bloom rubbing his man Talipov off. He was hooked up, but no call. Montreal lofting a shot towards goal, got knocked aside. LaChapelle battling with Tozer along the half boards, working back to free of the far corner there, gets rubbed off on Romani. Going face first into the stanchion, no call. And I believe icing is a call against the Bradford Rattlers, but it was really close. To me, it looked like Ramil Talipov was right on the red line, but I'm up here, they're down there. So face-off coming back to Rattlers territory. Matthew Tozer to take the face-off for the Rattlers. He won it here on the half boards. Fagrell laying it back over to Ramil Talipov. Throwing it off the referee's shoulder. Got it back over to him, Oscar Rizanowski. Out of the reach of Andy Romani. Throwing a hit there, gets off for a line change. Levesque, rink-wide pass out of the reach of both Rattlers. And a Ville Pirate over there, that was Givens. Puck lofted in behind Trevor Babin. Hampus Fagrell laying it back over to Liam Sweeney. Crunch off on the boards. Clearing attempt gets as far as center, where it's handled right back over by Liam Sweeney. And took it back by Genny Lukin once again. Lukin, shot was blocked by Lemieux. Miskivinen on the face-off, and he shot it right back over top of the net. Chance now, Ville Marie slapping it on goal, and it just goes wide of the left paddock. Trevor Babin, that's Evgeny Lukin, takes back over for the counterattack. Fagrell slapping it down into the Rattlers bench, and so a face-off will come outside the Rattlers zone. Pardon me, will come inside. (17-17). It's the time left in the third period of play. Mashkov won the face-off against Givens. Took it off by Carroll. Clear attempt got as far as Peters on the red line. Flown back in, and Babin. A little stumble there, and net almost came off, but gets kept alive by the point. Blocked over by Mashkov. Kept alive momentarily, but it just came offside just at the last minute. So offside will be the call. Mashkov and Givens, one of the two best face-off men from their respective teams. Radetzky gonna get anything going there, brought back in. And most of the most important plays in this game have been happening along the neutral zone. Puck worked to the front, took it off by Carroll. He couldn't clear the zone. Carroll thrown back in. Gillette will play it back over now to the play of Levesque. Mashkov flowing the puck back down, but Bellarose will take it back, setting it length of the ice, and a good chip pass was played with a high stick by Peters. And so that will result in the face-off coming down in Ville Marie Pirates territory. 16:34. Time remaining in period number 3. The score is 1-1. Bradford and Ville Marie. Face-off taken off by the Pirates. Out they come. It's Peters. Peters now saucing a pass right in front, and a great stop was made by Trevor Babin. LaChapelle for Ville Marie, taking the face-off against Bradford's Cameron Nealon. Scramble and a draw. Bloom shoots it, stopped by Trevor Babin. It gets cleared back over, out of the reach of Liam Sweeney. Puck held off, and Evgeny Lukin hitting his man Montreal. Jean-Mathieu Gillette played back over to the half boards, got creamed out free, and Liam Sweeney will send it back down. Caught by a Ville Marie Pirate defender, and it played back over. Clear attempt as far as center, taken back over by Cameron Nealon. And now Ramil Talipov. Rink wide pass out of reach of Liam Sweeney. Icing waved off, but it gets right to the possession of Gillette, and he will cover. Just give it in for Grell. Come on for the Rattlers. Cameron Nealon's line comes off. It's Mashkov on the face-off against Cumond. Cumond won that one. Levesque right back over, kicked away. Missionis comes in to help. Mashkov get back to Radetzky, back to Fergrell. Lost it momentarily, and out comes Ville Marie on their attack. Just give it in. Rubbed off on the boards. Lemieux takes it on back. Rubbed off. Not enough to get him loose from the puck, but Fergrell got the puck away from him and back over now to Miskivinen. Miskivinen, Mitsionas. Mitsionas flipped the pass, got as far as center. Scramble on the half boards continues. Nice move by Ivan Radetzky to get free, but it's Justin Lemieux taking it on back. McLean and Carroll come on defense. Rebound in front there, and a chance on a one-time shot was denied off a good one-time by Mitsionas. Tozer won it. Carroll a drive deflected on the way, and that's turned aside by Gillette. Carroll working it back in free, taken off by Givens, flips it ahead, got as far as outside of the blue line where Carroll can kick it back out on the play, but took it off by Levesque. Try to work it free, back down low to Bellarose, off a stick, so no icing. Terrence McLean came right to the stick of Trevor Babin, so he quickly covers and holds that. Nealon lost the face-off. Ville Marie keeps it on the point. Took it off by Carroll. He has Sweeney with him. Off the back, they had a partial 2-1 win here. But it's Liam Sweeney on a breakaway. Sweeney! Stopped by Gillette! Oh, what a great chance for Liam Sweeney. .25. Time remaining in period number 3. Cameron Nealon won it, lost it. Taken off by Peters. 2-on-1 for Ville. It's Peters. Good defensive play there by Terrence McLean, breaking off that 2-on-1 attack. It's McLean back over to Sweeney. Sweeney chipped alive, got all the way down rink wide to Peters. Taken back off by Carroll. Carroll has a man found. It's Evgeny Lukin has Nealon with him, uses him here. Cameron Nealon works his way into Ville zone, made a nice move. Nealon lost it momentarily, had a great chance to shoot, but Missionis is going to do the same thing. Bring it right back in for Bradford. Missionis down, blocked away by Guerin. Bloom falling and making a play over there was Levesque. Great play by him. Puck still alive in Ville zone, but they get it as far as center. Ramil Talapov. Back to Merrick Martiska, lost it. Mashkov battling with Levesque. Bloom now. Thrown back in. Talapov. And it back over to Mitsionis. Lost him momentarily. A flip shot was high, but caught. That goaltender Trevor Babbitt, and he'll hold. .13:16, time remaining in the third period of play. 1-1 is the score. Mashkov against Gibbons on the faceoff. Took it right back in and up and over the netting. Mashkov against Gibbons again. Same play happened. Couldn't get a shot away right away was Bellarose. Bellarose working it back down low to Peters, finding Gibbons on the half boards. Gibbons finding Fagrell. Pardon me, that was McLean. Took it off by Peters. Peters now waits, goes wide. Great play by Carroll to break off that pass attempt. Took it off, and a 2-on-1 for Bradford. It's Mitsionis with Radetsky. Mitsionis shoots, and a great stop was made. Rebound in front of Cam's away. But into the possession of Jean-Mathieu Yolette. And he'll cover, but a great play by Mitsionis. Making no eye contact to the net, faking a pass. And almost beat Yolette on the blocker side. But it's Tozer. Take the face off, lost it. Lemieux getting back over to Levesque, and out comes Ville. Talapov runs in to help Tozer and Romane. Puck as far. Lemieux shoots it, and it was blocked away by Trevor Babin. Lemieux again shoots it, and it was stopped. Big rebound. Karamson Fred there couldn't get it in. Lemieux keeping the zone. He'll shoot again. Stopped by Babin. Big rebound. Gets cleared off by Matthew Tozer. And he'll start back up with Brzezinski and Ramil. Pardon me, that's Romane. Rink wide. Rezanowski couldn't get a shot going. Hauled down. No call though. Taken on back. The Ville Pirates hitting. They're starting to pick up. In comes Lemieux. Lemieux now made a move. Good play by Merrick Martiska. Laid it back over for Bloom. Big rebound that gets loose in front, and Babbitt had to be sharp on that one. But Tozer goes flying in on the near boards. He seems to be alright, but shaken up. Martiska now made a move. Has a man with him. It's Romani. Martiska to the goal, but it was stopped by Yolette. Merrick Martiska was showing his speed on that rush with a good chance to score. If you're just tuning in now, it's been a good one. Third period, 14:41 to go. Score is 1-1. Winner of this game will face Almegua in the division final. McLean trying to shoot it, but it was blocked by Peters at a 2-on-1 potentially for Ville, but a great defensive play by Carroll to get back and make a good defensive play to swat away that 2-on-1 opportunity brewing for the Ville Pirates. Flown on the half board. Took it off. The first one to get it there is Evgeny Lukin. Rattlers' leading scorer in the regular season brings the puck over the line. Evgeny Lukin. Pressured off. Still has it. But it gets hauled down momentarily and getting right back up. And Ville is going to start back up. Fanning on their first attempt. Successful on their second perhaps. No, but Nealon takes it on back. Nealon got back over. Liam Sweeney now behind the net. Levesque is going to take it on back. Working it free, but it's handled by Givens. Gibbons has a man with him, it's Bellarose. Bellarose, wait, shoots, and it just goes over the glove of Trevor Babin. Radetzky trying to hold the line, kept off by Gibbons, and it's blocked aside carefully into the corner there by Trevor Babin. Blum now, working it back to the point. Levesque takes it, stops away from a check, working it back over to Karen, and a one-time shot was denied by Ivan Radetzky. Working it back in free, no! What a stop was made by Trevor Babin. Line change on for Bradford. Out comes LaChapelle, the captain for the Pirates, flipping it on back. Carroll takes it on the backhand. Working it back now is Martiska. Martiska handled back off by Karen. LaChapelle comes in to help. Radetzky now takes it back in, has Mitsionas and Talipov with him. Radetzky lost it. Lemieux finding LaChapelle. LaChapelle sending it rink wide into the corner there and getting for it first. Is Ramil Talipov laying it back over to Mitsionas, now Mashkov. Mashkov's a man with him, it's Radetzky. Mashkov waits, made a move behind the net. Now tries to work it to the front of the goal. No one was there to accept that. Puck reamed around off the glass. Icing, waved off. Carroll, on his own zone, lost it momentarily to Bellarose. Out comes Ramil Talipov. Backhand pass found no one. Talipov finishing his check on the near side. It's Mashkov bringing it back into the zone. He'll shoot it, but it's caught by Yolette. Matthew Tozer take the face-off against Gibbons. Tozer won it. Let's give it on the point. It was blocked there, but Levesque is going to skate it back over for Ville Marie. 4-on-2 if they hurry. Bring it back in free. It's Bissonette. Good clean going there. Romani laying it back over to Tozer, flipping it back. Kept alive momentarily, but it gets as far as center, where the Bradford Rattlers can try to get it through. Ville Marie starting back out. Shot it wide of Trevor Babin. Levesque up the middle. It's given a got there. Wisnowski comes in to help. Took it on back, and Ville Marie is going to start right back over, but Romani taking it back over for the Rattlers, and he sends it down the length of the corner. Yolette behind his own net. Bring it back over. It could be handled there by Carroll. Carroll now risks it to the goal in front there, and it was blocked aside by Yolette. Out comes Ville Marie. LaChapelle. It's a man with him, it's Bloom. LaChapelle trying to get it through, but he's hip checked away from the puck there by Carroll. Romane couldn't clear the zone. Romane has a chance to do it. Laid it back over to Lucan. Got as far as center now. Ville Marie just slaps it back. Babin out of the reach of him. Took it off by Terrence McLean. McLean lofting a pass over there out of the reach of Liam Sweeney. Icing waved off. Liam Sweeney pressuring his man. Ville Marie starts right back up. Trying to get a shot away. Was Bloom, but he's pressured off. And Carroll rubbed off in the corner there. Got a knee in the face, it seemed. He's shaken up, but here comes Evgeny Lukin. Lukin trying to dance free from Levesque. Couldn't do it. Lukin take a bump there. Puck still free. Ville Marie tries to start off. Good play by Lukin. Lukin keeps his own. Lukin shoots it from a sharp angle shot. Why not? It was stopped by Yolette. Puck worked in free. Nealon stiff arms his man to the ground. Good effective defensive play by him, but out comes Ville Marie. Puck thrown back in deep, and Ramil Talipov is going to be the first one to get it and start behind his net with Gibbons rushing him. Talipov finding Radetzky off the glass. Ivan Radetzky cuts back in. Waiting, shooting on it, it just went wide of the near post. Lemieux banking a pass, took it off by Radetzky. Radetzky back to Martiska in front there, and it got rung wide. Talipov pinched in, kept it alive, did it again, a good play. Mitsionos to Talipov. Talipov shot it into the skates of Ville Marie Pirate, and a chance now for Ville Marie. It's Peters Lambrose heading to the net, trying to find him in front there, but it's out of the reach of his stick. Puck crunched along on the half boards. Belarus takes it on back. Mashkov backhanding one back out of the reach of Radetsky. Missionis goes in to help. Mashkov coming in. 6 minutes left to go in this third period. Ramel Talipov will crew it down, crawling it around the corner, pick it off by Mashkov, and now Missionis got back over to Radetsky. Radetsky trying to find McLean. Does here. Terrence McLean shoots it from the point. Big rebound in front. They fight. They bang away at it. But Mitsionis was robbed right in front by Jean-Mathieu Yolette. He's been phenomenal in this game, but Trevor Babin has been just as good. 5:41. Time remaining in the third period. 1-1 is the score. Again, the winner of this game heads to Almaguin to play in the division final against the Spartans. Niskivinen battling his man in front, working it back in free, back to him deep is Sweeney. Sweeney now Lucan. Lucan got it back over to Sweeney. Nealon heads to the net. Couldn't find anyone there, but the clearing attempt is successful. As Ville Pirates get it back down the length of the ice, where Hampus Fagrel will take it on back. Intercepted by the speed of the Ville Pirates. Hampus Fagrel try to get back over to Sweeney. Does it here. Lost it back in. 5:10 to go in the third. Evgeny Lucan from the corner, working it back over free is Sweeney. Pinched in on the attack there, couldn't get it. Ville starting back out. Rizlan Muskivinen takes it back on the center ice, laid it back over for Nealon. Nealon has a man with him on the far boards at Sweeney. Nealon was blocked in front there. Sweeney hooked, hauled down, no call. Cameron Nealon dumps it back in from center ice. Out of the reach of goaltender Yolette. Missionis rubs in with him. Ivan Radetsky is there to help. Mashkov into the skate of Levesque. Taken off by Missionis. He had a great chance to go in the slot. Swatted away with a no high sticking play was below his shoulders. That was LaChapelle getting the puck back down, but setting it back down like the ice was Carroll. Ville Pirates are going to skate back out with it. Here comes Bloom. Bloom has it now for Ville. Tries to cut wide against Terrence McLean. Works it to the front there. Couldn't get a shot. Was Karen. Karen laid it back over now. McLean takes it back. Karen takes it on the half boards. Pressured off by Mitsionis. Chips it off the glass and out. And Radetsky has it now. Ivan Radetsky. It's a man with him. It's Missionis. Radetsky. Missionis now. Far side. Shooting that one. And it's high over the blocker of Yolette. 3:40 to go. Talipov working it back in deep. It's Levesque. Levesque out of the reach of his man. Fresh from the bench is Talipov. Talipov working it back down low to Mitsionis. Mitsionis shooting from a sharp angle, and it was blocked away by Yolette. Had to be sharp on that one. Mashkov working it free, and it's turned aside by Yolette. Sweeney dumps his man over behind the net. Bradford benches a big kick out of that one. Here comes Peters, though. Peters has LaChapelle with him. Pressure off by Martiska. Last one will play, got to the stick of LaChapelle. Hits Liam Sweeney. It comes from El Talipov to go on the forecheck. Evgeny Lukin. Pressure on back now. Liam Sweeney pressures it back over to Cameron Nealon. Cameron Nealon's attack, but that's into the skates of the referee, and icing is the call with 2:53 to go. In period number 3, it comes all the way back down into Ville territory. Nealon taking the face off. He won it here. Carroll carefully flipping it back down over the play of Nealon. Pressured off. Levesque is going to take it on back. Working it back over to McLean. Keeps his own. Tries to shoot it. Into it. Lucan now. Lucan turns and fires that one in front off the stick of Levesque. And he will chip it back down the length of the ice. And so icing will be waved off. Carroll now. Working it back. Try to get a free, but it's pressured off by Belarus. Belarus has it now. Working it back down to Belarus, back down low in front. Trying to work it back to the front. Oh, and a stop by Babin. Lemieux working on back. Couldn't find his man. Givens on the pass. Out come the Bradford Rattlers. It's Ivan Radetsky with Misiones. Radetsky shot and it's gloved off by Yolette. Two minutes, 10 seconds remain in the last period of regulation. If nothing is settled in these 2 minutes and 10 seconds, we will go to 4-on-4 overtime for 5 minutes. And if that doesn't do anything, we'll go to a shootout. It's Emil taking it on back. Finding his man, intercepting the pass was Liam Sweeney. Sweeney now pressuring his man Bloom, but Radensky takes it back over. Ivan Radensky trying to work it to the front there, but it's turned aside by Yolette. Works it back to the point. Talapov's shot was blocked. Bloom takes it on back over. Lemieux back over to Bloom. Taking it on back is Caron. He shot there, but it was blocked over by Talapov. Radetsky finds Sweeney. Hit off. No call again. Justin Lemieux works it back in free, out of the reach. Lucan fires that one, but it's caught and held by Yolette once again. Puck is going to be kept alive by Carroll in the half-boards. Carroll turns and fires that one on goal, and Yolette stopped it. Let's get to the point. McLean is shot, and it went high over the net. Cameron Nealon works it back down low over to Misiones. Misiones got it back over to Lucan. Evgeny Lucan getting up back on to Carroll. Carroll fakes the shot, getting it back down low to the corners. Misiones. Misiones now pressured off, turns it back and firing and caught away by Levesque. And out comes Lambrose. Throwing it down like the ice, and Trevor Babin is told to hold that one by Carroll, and he listens, and now we're under a minute to play, 55 seconds to go in period number 3. Score still 1-1. We're in the territory where the next goal will most likely be the game clincher in this final minute of play. Givens works it on back. Ville Marie tries to set back up. They get it back to the point. Now Givens laying it back in. Trevor Babin takes it with 38 to go. Terrence McLean defending on the clearing attempt, but it got successfully to his man Mashkov, and now Radetsky has it now. Line juggling here. Sweeney is on the Mashkov-Radetsky line. Puck worked in free, taken off by Carroll. Carroll now made a move at the red line. That'll allow him some space to get into the zone. Has Radetsky with him. Carroll, nice move, works it to the front there. No one was there. Pressure off by Radetsky. Good chance broken up there by Peters with 5 seconds to go. And this one will need overtime. So the next goal will decide who will play Omegwin in the division final. So now everyone can take a breather right now. We're going to have 5 minutes of 4-on-4 overtime to decide who will go to Omegwin to play the Spartans in the division finals. It's either the Ville Marie Pirates or the Bradford Rattlers. And the story of this entire series has been the road team winning every single game. First game was here in Bradford. Pirates took it in a shootout. Game 2 was back in Ville Marie. Rattlers took it in a shootout. Game 3 back in Bradford. Pirates came in and walked all over them. 6-2 was the final. And then just yesterday, the Rattlers storming into a packed house of 700 in Ville Marie and stealing a game 5-1. And after all of that, Game 5, winner goes on, loser goes home. We have overtime. And the narrowest lead you can have in a hockey game, 1-1. If you can't solve anything in this 5-minute overtime period, we'll do a shootout. So Mashkov taking the face off, and overtime is underway. Ville Marie's going to start right back out. La Chapelle throwing it on goal, and it's caught by goaltender Trevor Babin. LaChapelle won the face-off. To the point it comes to Levesque. Levesque fakes the shot, waits, takes the shot on goal, and Babin carefully and calmly making that save. You can definitely feel the energy in this building. Lots of Ville Marie Pirate fans and lots of Bradford Rattlers fans, both cheering on respective teams for a chance to go to the division final. Puck won by the Pirates. They keep the zone. They've thrown it back in. Getting towards the first is Martiska. Laid it back over. Took it off by Caron. Lukin starts it on back to Talipov. Ramil Talipov throwing it back in. Evgeny Lukin and Cameron Nealon are the forwards on for Bradford. Levesque. Get it back over to Lukin. Half-court battle continues in the corner. Gets worked on free to Martiska. Martiska now waits. Back over to Nealon. Cameron Nealon now throwing it back down low on the backhand. That gets handled by Levesque and is rubbed off by Evgeny Lukin. Puck thrown down just as far as the opposition blue line. No icing. Martiska takes it on back. Eric Martiska made a nice move. Tried to get it through. Couldn't get anything going there. Martiska blocked away by Peters. Peterson now trying to start off by Bradford. Pressured off 2-on-1. It's Lemieux. Waits, holds, fires. Great stop. Big rebound in front. What a stop by goaltender Trevor Babin, keeping the series alive for the Bradford Rattlers. Icing waved off. Terrence McLean is in. Terrence McLean has it behind the net, works it back in free, couldn't find Sweeney. Out comes Ville Marie, 3-on-2 if they hurry. It's Bloom now with Peters. Peters out of reach of him, took it off by McLean. McLean has a man with Sweeney. Sweeney on a breakaway, Liam Sweeney's in! He scores! Liam Sweeney sends the Bradford Rattlers to Omegwin. They win the series in 5 games. And so the first time in this series, the home team has won, and it came at the most crucial time in this series. The Bradford Rattlers at 3:17 of overtime win the game and are off to the division finals against the Omegwin Spartans. And now the handshakes. Liam Sweeney was the man who ended the series. But what heartbreak for the Ville Marie Pirates. First ever playoff appearance for their first ever year of existence. They take the Bradford Rattlers to the distance. It took Game 5 of overtime. And the pesky Ville Marie Pirates have to be proud of their efforts here tonight. But the Bradford Rattlers a little too much, as they have eliminated the Ville Marie Pirates and winning the first game at home in this series. And Rick Jackman and his boys are heading to Omegwin for a chance to go to the Russell Cup final. Heartbreak for Ville Marie. Came 1 goal away. But for the Bradford Rattlers, expectation is going to live on as they have another chance. The Bradford Rattlers salute the fans here in Bradford as they'll be right back here for the division final. So that will do it. Nick Stella here for the Bradford Rattlers. We'll see you all back here for the North Division Final. Nick Stella along with everyone here in the Bradford Rattlers organization. We wish you all a good night.